Welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. A Redditor was able to make a custom-made RTX 4060 with he used the Zotac or some Pegasus gain word Pegasus RTX 3060, and he was able to make a custom shroud for it. And from this, we just see how small the GPU can be made, but do not used uh, use plastic basically, so it won't be a nice heat conductor per se. But yeah, it just gives us how the shroud might look like for 3060, which was like bonkers because it was big and it uses PLA, which can be softened over time. So yeah, so he should be using some other ABS or PETG. But yeah, this just shows how small the graphics card can be if Nvidia wants it to be. And a custom shroud. Moving on, we have some bad news if you are using a hard disk to play games and stuff, because yeah, some people might use SSD for booting and hard disk is for storing data. But Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which is set to be coming out very soon, says like on 720p 30 frames per second you can play it on HDD, but there's still SSD is recommended. So basically more and more games required SSD storage, so basically you need to upgrade nonetheless, or else you can play it on HDD but at very low graphics settings, because this game was PS5 exclusive and PS5 run on SSD, because this game basically requires SSD because it has dimensional rifts and stuff, so it needs more processing power, which SSD can recommend, and that's why it's recommended over here. Also, on top of that, it this is the first game which Nixis has stated, like it was shown in the blog post which has been taken down, but it will be using DirectX 12, like the DirectX 1.2, which is like the GPU compression and decompression, and direct storage to 1.2. So yeah, which uses GPU decompression, so it requires SSD to play its part, because on hard disk you can't do the GPU decompression because hard disk is limited by its speed and SSD is not limited, because theoretically you can get more bandwidth. And do note, this is not NVMe storage, it's just a normal SSD. So yeah, the normal SSDs can work on this. So yeah, you just need to upgrade from your hard disk to SSD, which is a bummer nonetheless if you have a single slot. But on major PCs, this is supposed to be happening because HDD was here for a very long time and there should be an upgrade, similar in the case of graphical requirements. Next up, we have news regarding AMD and David McAfee. Like we know that from the CTO of Mark Papermaster, that they are absolutely coming with a hybrid core design, and David McAfee has confirmed it. But he said something which is nice, which is interesting per se, because we know Phoenix 2 is like performance and efficiency cores, but they are not efficiency core. They are just stripped down variants of the performance core with hyper-threading and such. And David McAfee has stated like in desktop segment there is absolutely no need for efficiency cores per se, there's only need for performance cores, so they are going to implement it, but they are not going to use the same approach as their competitor, which is Intel. So Zen 4 C cores, as of now the performance and efficiency cores will there be only on Ryzen mobile per se, and on desktop where they are just looking for alternative, because they says there are no power constraint on the desktop processor. So it's a harder argument to make that whether they should go with performance and efficiency design. But at the same time, let's just see how things turns out. But yeah, they are checking different architectures which they will be implementing in the future. But yeah, this just confirms it, like at the list Ryzen mobile will having the performance and efficiency core architecture, but not in desktop. It might happen later down the line. Also, next up, there might be a core count increase which is coming, maybe in Ryzen 8000 possibly, or maybe Ryzen 9000, because there's in the same interview he said like they are just looking for alternatives, like to decrease the efficiency and memory performance and stuff, because Ryzen 5000 is 1:1 with memory frequency, and with 7000 it is auto 1:1 with DDR5, and DDR5 at 6000 is a sweet spot for DRAM overclock, but DDR5 can go as high as 8400. So Zen 5 might support DDR5 at 8400, or maybe there are more cores, because they are looking at the possibility. This just confirms it that there might be something interesting coming later down the line. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.